And we're rolling. It's Too T3rpd. All right. Question number 1.
Oh, we're already doing questions. Okay.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just like enjoying that intro. That's great. Okay.
Freestyle?
No. And actually, I've listened to previous episodes, so I know that. Yeah, no. I don't even know.
I always got to try. You never
One
know.
day you'll get somebody that'll just light it up.
For real,
Yes.
though. But until then, y'all already know. It's a Too T3rpd podcast, and it's your boy Donovan, a.k.a. Mr. You Knew What It Was when you signed up.
We got Tbreak T, the most absentee on the IG. I lost my password.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. That's all bad. Shit. A.k.a. y'all already know, Tyler Farquad. Make the ladies say, oh my God. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You got another one, too. I forgot it that quick, though.
That's right.
TG, yeah,
Did you
TG
say,
gave it to
like
you.
Lord Farquaad, like from Shrek. He looks just like Lord Farquaad. Oh, that's so good. Dude, that's so good. Very good, man. Like Halloween costume. This guy, yes. I'll be Shrek if you want to be Lord Farquaad. That's
Yo.
hell, that was good.
You just signed yourself up for that, for real.
Yeah, I know. You'll be emailing me like October 1st. So we're doing this Halloween. Yeah, my bad. I'll take it back. No, yeah, you look like a celebrity, I guess. Cartoon, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so, yeah, I don't know. I look like the guy from Chips, I think, a little bit. You know?
I can see it,
It's, you know, like old Mexican, you know, painting the picture for their heads right now. Like, what is this guy? You know? But yeah. So I'm just going to say it because our name gets so butchered. And I didn't, like, when I branded, like, when I created my name, I didn't even think. CoMoTent Grow. CoMoTent Grow.
CoMoTent Grow.
Yes.
Hell
So
yeah.
you get CoMoTent Grower, CoMoTent Grows, whatever this means. Like, CoMoTent Grow.
CoMoTent
People
Grow.
call me Como. My name's Corey. My wife, Jamie. Say hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Jamie does not want to be here. I can tell. She is like, I just want my hoodie, my sunglasses. I don't want to be done. It's very bright. You know, it's.
I'm chill.
The dab was good though.
You chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very chill.
Feel good. Good. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. Like,
Thank you.
I'm looking at the arch right now. I'm from Columbia. Like, we migrated up here today from Columbia. But like, I'm in St. Louis. That is the St. Louis arch right there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Beautiful spot, man.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is the first episode in the new space. As y'all can see, it's a little empty right now, but we about to fix that up. Y'all already know, but hey, this is exciting, honestly.
Is that why there's no picture on the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I feel like an ass.
I literally moved in here like,
I'm like, why is the wall so white? There should be a picture right there. You know, like a motivational. I'm sorry.
No, you good?
No, you're on. Okay, that makes sense. I haven't been here previously. I didn't know.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first episode in the new place.
Okay, that makes sense. That's why you've been saying that. So, okay, well, Happy New Year.
Thank
Definitely,
you.
Yes. And thanks for coming up and saying hello at that farmer's market.
Oh, you already know, bro.
Yeah, I'd always, like, I'd seen the show, I'd seen you, like, I knew what you did. And so, like, yeah, mad respect. Thanks for
Hell
saying
yeah.
hello.
Hey, man, I had to come and see you. I've been hearing about you for hellas.
Yeah,
Like, for real. They've been talking about you. Cap, that's been one person that's been vouching for you heavy.
Captain Mulgreen, man. When I think St. Louis, like, I think a few people, and like one of those people is Captain Mulgreen. Like, that guy, man, he is a hard worker, love and passion. Like, he does it. Like, he does what we all, I think, in this industry are trying to do, and like, he does it, and he does it with a lot of dignity, and he's just great. He's a great guy to look up to. And Jay, Tree 14, like, the other half is St. Like, when I'm thinking St. Louis, I think these big guys like Jay. You know, he's one of the best. Yeah, and I say there's just so many people out here doing their thing and just like trying to come up and trying to put their best out there. Not just trying to put something out there, but trying to put legit their best. Exactly. And that's like who I have love and respect for. Yeah. A lot of respect.
Hell yeah. But enough about all these other guys. Now it's time to get to That's time to get to you.
Yeah, well, we are from Columbia, so we're out of the 573. I say we feel like St. Louis natives, though, because you guys have accepted us. Like, this community has accepted us. You know, it's, let me take my jacket off. It's a little warm in here. It's the new place, but it's awesome. But no, man, we have been coming to St. Louis now for at least a year, I think, and it's just like when we switched over to hash.
Oh wait, before we get there,
Sorry.
we got.
No, I'm like, oh yeah, sorry.
Hold on, we got
was
some
really
ways to go.
strong. I got like the dab sweats going. Man.
We gonna start with your early origin. So I want to start
Even earlier than that.
Hell yeah!
Oh, okay.
I want to start when you first started smoking. Like, what was your first smoking experience?
Oh,
What made you fall in love with cannabis? We gonna start there. That's where I want to start.
You know, I'm old, right? I'm 41. Like that.
So it sounds like we got.
All right,
some,
let's dig here. My first time ever smoking. 18 years old.
Yeah.
18 years old. Yeah. Just high school. A couple buddies came out. We were just chilling. And somebody brought the weed, man. Like I had never smoked the weed. I'd gotten drunk a couple times. You know, never really into anything. I was an athlete. You know, that kind of guy. Like, you know, I didn't really hang with stoners. But when those guys brought that out and we smoked, man, it was, yeah. I was gone right away. I was just blasted. I remember like being in my mom's kitchen and like opening all the cans, like can of like baked beans, a can of like green beans, like corn. I put them all in the sink. I was just like, oh, I was eating with a spoon. I was like ridiculously, dramatically high. I was so high. And I'm sure it was like some bowl, like, you know, brick weed. But man, yeah, I was gone. And it was, yeah, I mean, that was like my first experience getting high. Like I was blazed. But no, and from then on, I was just like a regular smoker.
Hell yeah.
I just kept my sacks going, and, you know, that was it. That was life. So, yeah, that was my first time story.
I like that.
Hope nobody's too uncomfortable.
No, you good?
Yeah.
So you talking to Jamie?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay. All right, so we'll keep it on you then. Okay.
When was your first time smoking? Do you
I
remember?
honestly don't remember.
Yeah, that's when it was some good ass weed. Like,
yeah,
I don't remember.
The memory is just gone.
I remember mom's kitchen and like that. Oh yeah, it was crazy. Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay.
18 years old though.
18?
So like, yeah, legit like was not as a kid, like not in my household, not in my anything. Like, it was just these two dudes that came out. They were like, "Yo, smoke this." Like, okay, I never really even seen that. Let's try it. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So then, what made you start taking it seriously?
Honestly, I love gardening. I love growing. Like I was always that guy that had the best like vegetable garden or whatever I was doing, like orchids or succulents. Like I love to grow, and I think like as a grower or a farmer of any kind, like once you get that broad like knowledge on like when you can walk into a room and like feel the plants are happy, healthy, you know the air's good, like everything's good, like that's kind of like a oneness with the plants at that point,
right.
You know, and then you can kind of just grow anything. Is my opinion of it. Like I love just picking up a pack of pumpkin seeds and throwing them down just to like nude them out and get them huge just to see. But weed was like that too. And I didn't actually find my first like weed seeds until I was like 20, 21 years old.
Okay.
And then I just like bought a weed book and planted them and just started growing.
What was your first book that you read for growing?
Excuse me. First and only book, Jorge Cervantes.
Really?
He's one of the best growers. The book is like the Bible. It's like 500 pages. Excuse me. Cottonmouth so bad.
We have it in our car, actually.
Okay.
It's in my car, yeah. I lent it to a homie, yeah.
Funny you mentioned.
And
I have to tell
grower.
you something after.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
funny that you mentioned that.
But no, I read that book like through and through. I grew my seeds. I always had like a secret closet grow or something in the basement where basement would be like pitch black, and then there'd be like a cabinet like joined with a bunch of boxes joined with like another cabinet, and they were all like interlinked with lights. It was dramatic, but it worked. You know, it was like what we had to do at the time. I had like a few plants outside, and like, you know, in the book it tells you, you know, DEA can like check your footprints or your heat signature. So I'm like got duct tape on my shoes, checking my plants out in the woods on my acres, and you know, I got heat signature stuff like Mylar on the, like I am freaking out. But it was nerve wracking. It was like very nerve wracking. And then like, you know, one day I saw something in California, like people doing this legally. That's like all I could think about, you know, getting to California. Like how can I go do this legally? Because this is what I want to do. This is like the most awesome thing, like growing weed. It's freaking great. I don't even want to cuss. It's fucking great.
You good?
Okay, you know.
Do whatever you want to do.
New resolutions. So, no, man. Like, so into my 20s, like I was learning how to grow, and I was getting it started, and I was just kind of just doing me, and just like I won't say perfecting it, but I was learning. Like, so getting that like early knowledge, that early understanding of the plant, like down at that point. And that took a long time. Like that's, you know, learning. I'm still learning the plant. Like I'll still catch a surprise, and it's like, oh my god! Like I've been growing 20 years plus now, and that just happened. Like what? You know, like anything can happen. I think that's like that with anything in life. You know.
So have you grown? Have you grown through different mediums?
Oh yeah, like of course I started with soil, and that
Okay.
was like kind of the easiest to master. Like much respect for all these living soil. Like there's stuff I don't even understand. Like you know all that chemistry. Cocoa I've tried, and now I just like to do cocoa with like an amended pro mix.
Okay.
It's like a twoper almost, but like a 60-40. It's still hand water hydro. Like I water all my plants every single day by hand to waste, and I think that's like why my products is like one of the most clean, like ultimately clean tasting. You can't taste any kind of like any buildups, reserves. Like I also use Jax. I'm a big Jax guy. Like Jax is like one of the most cheap nutrients, feeds the plants, like their 3-step system. It's comparable with like Athena or any other powder nutrients, I think. It's not, yeah, I was using liquid nutrients when I first started. I was spending like $1,600 a month on liquid, and it's like Jax cost a month, $35. So
Really?
big shout, Jax Nutrients, yeah.
Yeah, powder
Damn.
nutrients.
Yeah, and that is, you can grow some monsters with
Okay.
Jax. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely, that's my grow choice, Jax. Let's give them 3 shouts. Damn. Must really like them. So. And then there's like secondary nutrients and all that we use. Like, so now we're trying to like focus on terps. We want big terps, like 2-terp, how appropriate, right?
Right.
But like, so that's like when you're making that hash, you want that really terpy. You want that plant that just drips. You know, and then you want to like encourage those levels. You know, you got to use the CO2. Like that's something I'm gonna say. If you don't use CO2, you're like not ever gonna meet your full potential ever. Like you have to use CO2. You know, these plants are genetically bred to sustain so much light, so much CO2, so much nutrient feed. Like if they don't get it, they actually don't get what they need to thrive and to like be amazing and beautiful. So like you go up that plant's lineage to like the first plants that in its like family, the true like landraces, those needed like the corner of the room light, you know, the window, but now they're like genetically modified beasts.
Right.
They need 1500 CO2, white chip LEDs. You know, that's it. I mean, you got to feed them.
Right.
You know? Don't be unhappy with what you're not getting if you don't feed it.
Facts.
So
Okay.
don't provide it, I guess.
No, it's good. Now we starting to get to some shit. I kind of like where we going now. So, explain to me a little bit more about. So everybody talks about, you know, hash rosin, all of this stuff. But I feel like, do people actually really know like what it actually is? Because sometimes like I know a lot of this stuff, but sometimes I get confused. So I ain't even gonna lie. Like
I understand that. Like I didn't even know what hash was until embarrassing like 2 years. Hash rosin. Like I knew what hash was. Like everybody's got a story about the grandpa that had like Lebanese gold in the war, and boy, I tell you what, or like some pressed brick. Like everyone's taken like some keef or some scissor hash, pressed it, or in some capacity smoked that hash.
Exactly.
You know, but like hash rosin, or you see a video of like a drip or bubbles, and like what is that? Like honey dripping down a parchment paper. Like what is that? So first hash I ever tried was Hetty Park Henchman.
Really?
Out of Boonville. Andrew, great guy, stand-up guy. He has Grow Simple out there. The man's talented. He's been making hash for a long time. I tried his hash. It was like his G1K strain. I don't know what it was, but I was blown away. Like just a dab in itself. It's like as a smoker, as a weed smoker, you feel kind of like you meet your plateau, I guess, at some level, and then you try a dab, and it's like, oh, I'm high again, like high as hell, you know, and it's like,
Next level.
you know, next level. Like, so that was like it's like going into a harder drug or something. I don't know how else to say it, but like I could not get high. Like when I did that first dab, like almost passed out. I was like, okay, this is what I want to start smoking. I'm not talking rosin. I'm talking like some shatter, some cheap, like
Got you.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know, oil well or something like that.
We've made BHO.
Excuse me. Yeah, and I mean, I tried making BHO, like, so I got into this, and just like anyone like new to a field, you know, I was already like growing an amazing plant. Like I think like huge thing, fire in, fire out. Like if you have an amazing product already, fire like plant, you know, you're growing something beautiful. special, it'll translate into beautiful rosin. It's like, if it's not, it won't.
Right.
You know, you can throw like a gold bar down a hill of shit and it'll still wash off at the bottom and be a gold bar.
Right.
Not vice versa.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just, if you don't have something good going in, don't wash it, because you're not going to get a good result that you'll be happy with. And that's like, I don't even know what the question was. I got off.
No, you good.
And like you said, most people don't know what rosin is. They'll smoke
Yeah,
bitch
no,
or
exactly.
whatever,
Yes.
because they just don't know. Or
I think that's
care.
like what, thank you, Jamie. This is where my wife's amazing. Like, thank you for reminding me there where I was. But like when I tried Andrew's stuff, like Hetty Park stuff, it was white. It was like, what is this? It's like creamy, very beautiful smell. And then the hit was just beautiful. So like I was hooked. From that moment on, I was like, I'm going to start making this. Because that's my
Do we have our press yet?
No, I didn't even have my press yet. Like, I was already aspiring, you know, and like events led to me getting that press. But hang on, I'm going to kill this water.
You good.
Man, we just did a dab of that.
But yeah, we didn't know
Cuties.
what live rosin was, you know.
Yeah.
Cutie's Red Orange Cake Cross. That's Jay's 314's Cuties with Outlaw seeds, Red Orange Cake. Wow, Cutie cakes.
That shit was fire
That's
too.
a head change, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like the windows are fogged up. I can't even see the arch anymore. I got it all fogged up in here, man.
Oh no, it's got me feeling nice.
Good,
Like
yeah,
nice and
it's
smooth.
good headspace. Yeah, wait till the
Balance.
next one. Then we'll be definitely. I was a little nervous in the beginning. That's what I was saying. Like since COVID, especially, like getting out and doing anything socially sucks. Like going to the grocery store, I want to go like right before they close. I always wear like my shades, like my
You work from home,
sunglasses.
too.
I'm hiding. I might wear a hoodie. It's just because I'm like freaking out. Like I have to leave my house today.
Yeah.
I have to go to the post office today. Like, and I think like that comfortability, like I was saying, like it kills dreams. Like, it kills dreams when you are comfortable in your life. Your dreams are dying.
Yeah.
Like when I finally went to California, I just like I know I'm everywhere, but I was living in Boonville, Missouri, and I just like I wanted to grow, and I just couldn't. Like everything was against me at that time in my life, and I just left. It's crazy, like crazy. I got in my car with $41, and I packed up all my shit and left. Like I had a family, kids, like a woman at home. Like I didn't leave Jamie. Like I left, and I had to go find myself. Like I had to be homeless in California on the street. Like it was bad. Like I was working like everyone had a grow house in this area where I was working. It was Sacramento, like Alta Vista, like crap part of Sacktown. Like it was a really rough spot, but like every house on that block was like a grow house. You could see like high pressure sodium lighting coming through all the windows, like going down this block. But I was working for this young cat, man. He was 18, and he wasn't the nicest guy, man. Like, so like I didn't have a place to sleep, man. I was sleeping in an abandoned RV, like in a cow pasture behind the guy's grow. And I was making like an ounce a week in pay and like a little bit of pocket money. And I mean, like, I had to be doing it. And I was the scum of the earth at that point in my life. But I was watching, I was learning, I was listening, I was humbly, like, that's me, like, I'm humble. Like, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I'm grateful to this dude who's treating me like shit, just like, he wouldn't even let me shit in the house. Like I had to shit out back with the dog. I didn't even want to say that, but it's like important people know like my struggle.
Yeah.
Like that was his rule at his grow. Like the help cannot shit in my house. So you got to shit. You got to go out with the dog, wrap a piece of cardboard around you, and butt up to that fence and go.
And everywhere's
That's it,
locked in
man.
California, you know.
And yeah, you can't even go to the bathroom out there. Like every like Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever, you got to have a bathroom code to go to the bathroom. Because they want to make sure you're paying. You got your receipt, and on your receipt is a code, which changes every 30 minutes. Like it's ridiculous. So that's a nightmare. Like 7 a.m., like walking around California, you got to piss, and you're in a residential neighborhood. You're homeless. Like where do I even go piss? Like it's so. When I had a place to work, you know, and then I found a place to sleep. Like you know, that's when I was talking to Jamie at that time. Like, you know, so basically when I left, man, I left everybody who didn't believe in me. And I'm not disrespecting anyone or talking down to anyone, because all those people that didn't believe in me at that time, almost all of them are back on my team and back on my side now. But they didn't at the time understand what I needed to do or what I wanted to do. And it's like when you're in school, man, people are like, do what you want to do. You know, be what you want to be. You know, it's like people are trained to say that. Teachers are trained to say that. Your parents, like, you can do anything you want, Billy. You can be anything you want. But like, the first moment that you step out of the line or like do something different or unique, or like when a girl like puts on a dress, or sorry, a boy puts on a dress, or like something is just not right, you know, or like you start growing weed, it's like, what are you doing? You know, you need to stop. Those same people that were like pushing you to meet your dreams are like trying to reel you in now.
Yeah.
Like you're getting out of line, you're getting out of, you know, you're getting out of the lanes.
Yeah.
You need to, you know, come back in a little bit.
Yeah.
And anybody in this world who's anything, they're amazing because they're different and they're unique, and they like chose to be out of the lanes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's me, man. I had to do what I had to do. And I met my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I was fortunate to meet her. You know, she said, come back. Missouri just legalized. Like, that was the big thing. Like, the day Missouri legalized, I feel like I gotta like get out of prison sentence. Like, I basically messaged Jamie, and I was like, you want me to come back? Like, she was my girlfriend from afar. I hadn't even, like, we knew each other previously, and, like, I just love this girl. But, no, I had to, they must have found me. But, no, I came back, man. I jumped on the bus. Jamie actually paid for my bus ticket, 48-hour bus ride from Sacramento, from the Greyhound gas station out there, through Salt Lake City, Utah, like Reno, Salt Lake City, and then on through Kansas. I got this backpack and all this weed. I was doing a big like exercise thing. I was like supplement, you know. God, that's what I did.
All across the country.
I lost like 130 pounds. I was working for this company. I'm not even going to mention them on the air, but you know, I loved like the gym, the exercise. Like, that's what I was doing. But then I love weed. I love cannabis, and I thought like the hand in hand of like the health, like that was always a big driver for me. Like cannabis and health, you know.
Yeah, you said we stopped smoking when you got back.
Yeah. So, like, when I got back, you know, I got off that bus. Here it is. I have no dollars. We got popped in Kansas at the Greyhound station.
Damn.
Took everybody's weed.
Damn.
But, like,
Everybody's jumping
I had
on.
my weed stuck in my supplement bottles. So, like, one bottle in my bag, they didn't search. So, like, I had this, like, bud crammed in there, so I had a load of bud, you know. But then that almost got me kicked out of the Airbnb where I was staying out on Jackson in Columbia. Like, I was fortunate to get this Airbnb, $80 a week. I was delivering for like Sub Shop and, you know, whatever, Grubhub, whatever I was doing, man, like to keep that little place to live, man. And I almost got kicked out because one day that fucking jar was off that lid, or that weed, like whatever. I went out and smoked. I never smoked in the place. When I came in, the lady that owned the place, like 3 stories up, comes down like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, yo, she's like, are you smoking weed? I'm like, whoa. She's like, I know you just got back from California. I'm like, oh, it's like that. Like,
that.
wow. So basically I lost that spot.
Damn.
Yeah, that was tough. And now I'm starting to get depressed because I was up on this manic thing. I was in California. I was growing. I was fucking homeless, but I didn't care. Like, I was getting paid in weed. I was smoking weed. Like, it was kind of like a midlife crisis. Just
Doing
sick
security
of,
at the sessions. Right?
yeah. And like, I actually started working at the sessions, like the underground scene in Sacramento.
Okay.
And I started just being me, man. Like, I am just me. I'm a character. I walk in, people, they started to know me. And like, so I started taking little side jobs like security at this sesh, and that's how I ultimately got on with the guy that I was growing for. I was doing security for his parents at their booth at their sesh. And so this sesh was like, it was a conglomerate of all the like home growers in Sacramento. And excuse me, that pizza. Shout out Bomberito's Pizza. That was amazing. But man, it was like a conglomerate of all the growers, and they paid like a lady a monthly fee. And I believe that's how it worked. Like,
Okay.
$500 a month or whatever times like 30 people, you know, like 15. And she made a lot of money.
Yeah,
And then
sounds
the
like
feds came in and raided. Excuse me, I'm like burping pizza everywhere. The feds came in one day when I was there, and they raided. Like, everyone scattered. It's a huge event, but she like always would get in trouble, get taken away, and I'm sure paid her bail, came back out. But like, that was the conglomerate. She set up the pop-ups. It's kind of like the forecast of Missouri, like how California was 5 years ago. That's kind of like how we're going to go through these same procedurals. Like, it gets medically, then it gets rec, and then there's the honeymoon phase, and then ultimately, hopefully, the end of our story should be federally legal.
Well, it's so competitive there and everywhere, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not even competitive. Like, I'm competitive with myself.
Right.
Like, that was my biggest goal, is just to make the best product. Like, I took what I learned out there, and I took like just everything I learned, and like, while I was out there keeping my mouth shut, like watching, I'm like, I'm going to go home and do this better. Like, ultimately, I'm going to do this better. You know, I never had my own space. And then when I had my own space, I could do my own thing. Then, like, the learning began, you know. Then it became, I can't fail because this is all I do. This is all I do. I don't have another job. 24/7 is cannabis for me. I talk cannabis. I teach cannabis. I grow cannabis. I show cannabis. Like, I press. Like, every day I answer so many questions, and I'm happy to do it. Like, I love to help people and to teach people how to do what I do. That's amazing. What an easy job. Like, I already love doing it. You want to learn how to do it? Let's talk.
Exactly.
You know,
Like you said, stop selling the man a fish and teach him.
yeah. At some point, you got to just teach a man how to fish. There's no gatekeeping of anything. It's farming. It's growing. If you got a green thumb, you can do this.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, but you can't do this unless you do this. Like, you have to start.
Yeah.
That's the biggest advice to anyone. You know, like, you have to do this. That's why I have so much respect for so many people in the St. Louis community. There's so many talented people. So, you know, I tried that first hash back in Columbia. Then when I got to St. Louis to like a hash event, it was like all these people with hash. It was like the super mega store of hash. That's why I just love St. Louis. But it's a bigger city. I mean, you're gonna have, like, you know, where you have 2 in Columbia, you got 20 people out here in that into that. You know? It's like that with hash. Very elite crowd, but when you find them, I mean, yeah. So anyway, like, I started finding the St. Louis hash, and like, and then I had something to kind of compare to, and then I just, like, you know, High Plains hash, like, one of my favorites, man. Like, High Plains, like, I will trade with him like gram for gram just because I'm so pleased always just to have his stuff in my head stash. I hope he's saying the
Always
same
quality,
about me. Yeah, definitely. I like Trikes, man. Another real good, like, just like people who I fell in love with before I even knew what I was gonna do. I wasn't making hash. I was just collecting jars. You know, like, these are the couple people that I was exposed to and thought, wow, you know. And then you got newer guys now, like Gorilla Pack Genetics. He's really good too, man. Like, I tried some of his the other day, and it's like, wow, you know, these guys are good. And again, I think with all these guys, like, the common, what they share is the fire in, fire out. You know, they have a good product, they have good flower, and they're able to turn that into something more, whether it be hash, you know, rosin, edible, whatever. Fire in, fire out.
Hell yeah.
That's it, man.
I love that.
That's my story. I don't even know if I answered the original question, but this is where we are, man. This is where we are now.
For sure. Yeah. It's all good. What would you say is your favorite strain to make hash out of?
That's really tough. Because, like, in my head stash, it's like my arsenal. I got to at least have 3 different things, you know. And I like my, like, sativa hybrid, my daytime. I like my kind of midday, or I like to be blasted all the time. But when I have to, like, come do 2-terps, I'm not smoking on the red orange cake hash.
Right.
You know, when I get home tonight, like, it'll be that. I'm kind of a lightweight. I'm embarrassed to say that. It's not what you say on 2-terp, right? Maybe that water.
Economical.
Well, I don't drink.
Nah, for real, though.
I don't drink, and I like, you know, I like my weed.
I love Jelly Breath. It's so funky. It's in-house genetics.
Thanks, yeah. I mean, Jelly Breath is probably one of the best. My favorite, you said favorite hash to press. Now, Jamie's thinking about her favorite flavors.
Yeah.
I will have to just say, like, I love J's. Like, Tree 14 genetics are one of the cleanest. Like, I don't know how, like, all of his are so clear and run like glass. And it's just like, I kind of, like, know what to expect when I wash. I'm always at that consistent, like, 3 to 4%, which is a nice return. And I always get that consistent, like, beautiful, glassy honey. Like, I do love to press Tree 14 stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think his stuff is engineered for that. Like, that's just my opinion, and a lot of people might not agree with that, but I think he has engineered his genetics for the hash guys.
He loves mimosa. Like, that's his all-time favorite strain. Like 10 out of 10.
Am I doing this? Sorry.
My bad. Let's try that.
Yeah. That's a
Try talking again. Let's see what happens.
Testing.
yeah. No,
That might be good.
I don't want to be the feedback guy. But no, man, like, I love this community. I love so many people, because it's like, I started out as a person coming out here to, like, sesh. And so, like, whose table would I go to? You know, it's like South City Bites. They always had great stuff. And then, like, High Plains. Like, who was memorable in my mind, you know? I'm going to forget some people, but, like, Dub City Gas, they do great things. Def and Dank, he does great things.
Captain Mo Green.
Captain Mo Green. He is like St. Louis to me, and just like Jay and Captain Mo Green, those guys are St. Louis. They're like that older crowd that I look up to them. Like they are who I want to go hang out with. Like I will just tell you this experience at Ritz Park where I met you, man. That was probably one of the most humbling, amazing days. Like I was like not prepared for that event. Last minute I got on just like, hey guys, can I come out? Bo at Grow Active.
Shout out.
Great guy. All these great people in this community. But, they made me just feel so welcome. Come out here and just, hang with us. I didn't have a table. But I get there first thing, Captain Mo Green's like, hey man, post up on my table. Like, that's not competition. He's not trying to be competitive when he's telling me to set up at his table. The man had set his tent up and put up like 3 tables around his tent, and he's got his main table, and he's like, take my side table. Like, you can't get more humble than that. Yeah. That is like what makes me respect a person. And at the same time, I got Jay running out of Grow Active with a 6-foot table in his hands, like, I got you, Como, I got you. Like, that's love. Yeah. And that's why I choose to hang out with these people. Yeah. Because not trying to fuck someone over is not love and respect. No, just because that guy didn't try to rob me doesn't mean he's good to me. When you go out of your way to be good to someone or just to help someone, to help them succeed, that says everything about your character. Yeah. 100%. And that's who I choose to surround myself with. Chris Parker, another great guy. I love Chris Parker, man. He's one of the best presences. And I know he's honest. Yeah. If he did, I think if like he did a review and didn't like it, he probably would call a person and say, I'm not going to run this one. I don't think he would negative you all over, but he's genuine. Yeah. And that's what I want. I want people to be genuine. You came up and introduced yourself to me that day at that market. I was so grateful you did, man, because I was like, man, I'm talking to Donovan now. Like this, like St. Louis has embraced us. Oh yeah. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of St. Louis just for being so amazing. And it's everyone that's supported us. And thank you. And everyone back home in Columbia too. Like, I'll tell you, when I run out of bud at home, where do I go? Because that's the ultimate question. Like, no matter how someone likes you or don't like you or want to like you're on social media or not, the ultimate question is, where do they spend their money?
That's a fact.
If they talk shit on Walmart, Kmart, whatever, but ultimately, where are they spending their money? That's it. All their talk and bullshit aside, where are they taking the buck? So when I am out of my product, my medicine, where do I go? The best person I know, Columbia, Fallen Feathers Farms. Okay. And I just got to give a shout out to my boy Zane. Like I don't even know if people use their first names or whatever, but Zane is my homie. He's a great dude. He was out today. He came out and wished me luck today, and just it's a drive from Columbia. People, friends are just like, hey, the Mo River cannabis, man. Yeah, great, awesome, dude. He's someone that I've helped out with the grow. He's helped me succeed. Like Mo River, man, Eric. He's one of my good friends. Like he's always been there for me. Like this guy would be like setting up a sesh for me or just like doing my security, like for nothing other than to help me succeed. Like my job is stressful, and him being there, it's like much less stressful. But he's doing that for me, and it's just like I'm grateful for these people around me. And I say I got to give a plug to a couple stores in Columbia, Advanced Grow. Don, he's a great guy out there. He's very talented at what he does and what he can teach. He's got great stuff. I love Grow Time in Jeff City. I thank them. Okay. Aaron Dahl, he's a great guy. He's always showed us love. And I say like Columbia, Jeff City, St. Louis, this is our area. And then I'll say, grassroots. I'll throw grassroots. Hell yeah. John Borland, man. Yeah. John and I, like, I don't know, we don't always click, but we always end up clicking. Yeah. Like I think he's just busy doing what he's got. He's got a lot of responsibility. Yeah. He had 2 stores, and now he's down to 1. But like grassroots, mad love. I always go to grassroots.
Mid-Mo Can Expo.
Yeah, that event's pretty badass.
Yeah, shout out to Mid-Mo Can Expo. Yeah. He was there last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a really good event. I hope John continues to do that. John, please do that event. That's just a good one.
That shit was litty.
Yeah, very good time. Very good. Man, Paul Wall. Man, I met Paul Wall when I was 18.
Really?
I cannot believe how 20.
Did you go to that one?
Yeah.
Like 20-something years, what that does to someone in the industry. Like, I thought there'd be 5,000 people there for Paul Wall. Like, because when I saw him, he was like, still tipping.
Yeah.
You switch your house. Like Paul Wall had like 15 fans. I was like, man, am I old? I don't know. It was good. It was good to see him again, though. I got a photo with Paul Wall.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was like 18 years old. But no, man, I love Colombia. I've been in Colombia since I was 15. I'm just going to say I'm originally from England. I got adopted out there. Military family. Much love for all the military people.
Okay.
Anime Farms, I got to give a shout to him, my boy Scott. He's in Illinois. He's on the other side. He has like restrictions, so he hates his life. But no, he's positive. He keeps going. One of the most awesome guys I know. Anime Farms. Yeah, great guy.
Hell yeah.
Came from England. Lots of moves, adopted. My dad had the military thing going, move all the time. Never stayed at school longer than a year.
Mm-hmm.
That sucked. It's hard to like have like a network and when you don't have like a long time with people, But I learned how to like pick up. And I think that's why like going to California was no big deal. Like I can go somewhere, I can start over. I'm starting over yet again. Like hopefully this is my last time, but it might not be.
What brought you to Missouri?
He retired out here.
Okay.
Yeah, my adopted
You've been
dad.
in Colombia the longest, yeah.
Yeah. I came out here my first year of high school, Hickman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when I was like growing in the closet. I was a Hickman Cupid. I was trying to be a badass. I don't think like at that time I was. No, I know at that time I didn't respect what I was doing. I didn't but I was still striving to do my best. Like that's something with me. I always want to do my best.
Yeah, my high school played y'all a couple times.
What high school was it?
CBC.
Like recently, probably like maybe you didn't play us back in the day.
I don't know. They might have.
I don't remember that name.
It was like Christian Brothers College.
Oh, a small school.
No, it was like a private school.
Oh, well.
It was like one of those St. Louis schools.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Don't hate me.
No, you good?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, you good?
I'm like, what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2011.
I graduated 2000.
Okay.
Class of 2000. Look, Donovan's like, I wasn't even born yet.
No, I was not kidding. I ain't that young now.
I'm
Hold on now.
I'm messing with you. No, man. No, class of 2000, man. That was a good year. It was a good time to be in Colombia, man. That was like when Kush was starting to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like now you had like a segregation of weed. Like it was brick and Kush. Like that was, you getting like your half of brick for like $40.
Hell yeah.
And you go buy a gram of Kush for like $20. And it's just like, you show up, I got a bag of Kush. Man, the dude must have like 3 grams of Kush on him. It's like, and now it's like that's the standard. I think like all weed now is like Kush. Like if I would shit if I saw brick weed, I'd throw it. I don't know what I would do. When was the last time? I can't remember the last time I saw brick weed.
It's been a minute.
Does it even exist?
I'm sure it
I'm sure it does. Like that's like Matt's moved out of Mexico. You didn't care if it was yellow, green, brown, if it had some smell on it, whatever. It's here.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody growing
early
it.
days. But I will say hash rosin is 100% the opposite of that. That is the finest of the finest of the finest. And that's we've been doing a lot of work with Pure Pressure. Give me that water, please, babe. I have got cotton mouth so bad.
We still smoke flower, but yeah, if we're out of flower, we smoke fallen feathers.
Yeah, I say Fallen Feathers, Mo River. But I'll say about Pure Pressure, I got to give them a shout. They've been a really good company to work with. Their industry, like they're the standard setter in the industry. I don't care what anybody says. Like you can look at all of Pure Pressure's stuff, their equipment, their footage, like what they teach, like everything. They are the industry standard setter. Agrify and Pure Pressure. I'm not getting paid to say any of that. I'm just saying,
you good.
And they recognize like people who are industry leaders. And will I call myself an industry leader? Yes, I will. I do this right. Like whatever scale you do it, if you're doing it right, you're leading that industry.
It's a fact.
When you think like, what does it take to have good hash? Like check all the boxes because mine's it.
Hell yeah.
But it's not to say that High Plains is not and Hetty Parks is not or Gorilla Packs is not. Like good for all of these homies. Like let's all be at the same sesh with the same. There's no need for competition and divide.
Exactly.
Like, and that's what's going on. I think like in Colombia too much. Like people don't have the option to shop and have like market, like free market. Like it's like a take of side, like a line in the sand. Like where'd you buy that, bro? Or where you shopping at now? You're like,
I
you
got
get
you.
the fifth degree when you like
Smaller city.
someone sees
Yeah.
you meet up with someone who's not your guy, and then you got to answer for it. Y'all doing some snake shit in that parking lot? You're like, what? You know, come on, man. Like, I want to go wherever I want to go. But I think a lot of these guys, like, they don't. Anyway, I get to St. Louis, you see somebody's head stash, and it's like all the people I listed and then a couple of my jars. That's what's up. You know, that is, to me, success. I made it into your head stash. Like, you like my product as much as I do.
Hell yeah.
That's all I wanted. Like, thanks for trying it. You know, thank you for giving my stuff a chance. Like, I love what I do, man. I put my heart and soul into everything I do. With this in my life, I wish my whole life I had done everything with my whole full passion. But, you know, growing and everything under, like, that's all I do.
Hell yeah.
That's it, man. That's my story.
Hell yeah. Okay, so then I got a couple questions for you then. Okay, give me some of your favorite strains of smoke. Just like in general, like your top 3 favorite strains of all time.
Mimosa.
Hell yeah, that's a good one.
Red orange cake.
Okay.
Jamie said jelly breath. Obviously, that's in-house genetics.
I smoke that every day.
Man, that me. Bahama Bust Down. Solfire genetics. I think, Jamie, your pistol is making the thing go off. Every time you lean your waist up on, like, it goes up. I'm just kidding. Jamie's looking at me like, what is he talking
I just got it.
Oh, my God. But no, like, Bahama Bust Down, man, this beautiful, greasy. I think, like, with the hash, like, the qualities, all the above, like, which one checks all the boxes? Like, you know, I noticed, like, GMO and, like, banana strains can be dry, as opposed to, like, a lot of the in-house stuff is very greasy, or, like, Jay's stuff is, like, very Tree 1-4 stuff, excuse me, Jay, is, he told me I had to say that. No, I'm just kidding. He said, you know, his stuff is, like I said, always, like, very glassy, honey. Outlaw stuff is always just all the above too. Like, we love Outlaw seeds. I gotta give a big plug to Outlaw seeds. I take that for granted sometimes. Like, we are the ambassadors for Outlaw seeds. It's a big deal, man. Tommy Outlaw, he's one of my absolute best friends. Like, I talk to him more where he's at in Spain or wherever he's at in the world. This man is all over the world more than I talk to, like, my mom. So, like, he's, again, a positive person who's always in my corner, always there for me. And just this man can grow more plants than I've ever seen a human being on every continent. I feel like he has got plants in Vietnam and Iran and Spain and Poland. Like, anywhere that man can put a seed down, like, he's growing a plant. And he's good, and he's humble, and he's kind, and he's always doing things for people. Like,
Striving to be better.
Yeah. We've never met. Like, I want to go out and meet him, but that is, like, my sister company. Like, Outlaw, he needs anything, I'm there for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Blueberry wedding cake too. That's a really awesome strain.
Yeah, blueberry wedding cake is one of the best. There's too many. That's a question that I will say, don't wash Monster Kush.
Okay.
To anybody. Like, and I say, as you, like, are washing and learning, like, you want that best return. And if something doesn't wash, you just got to 86 it. You get it out of there, you know. You find one that washes, now it's like pheno hunt time. That's like Jay with all his genetics and that vibe. They got all these phenos. I cannot imagine, like, all that. Like, for, like, his grape sunkist, like, we found that beautiful candy pheno. Like, when you grow 8 plants or 12 plants all feminized, and, like, they all kind of have this characteristic, and it's all kind of, that's the grape sun, and then one just stands out. Like, that was the wrong seed in that bag. You know, that doesn't belong there. That pheno is, like, usually the keeper, like, very special. But I think we just got very lucky with the grape sunkist. Like, that one lady that we found in there, a little smaller stature, but oh my God, it's like a grape candy, orange candy. It's just a beautiful candy. I think Vibe is actually running the cut.
Okay.
So we're running it too. You know, I want Jay to try them both. I want him to be the judge of, you know. I love that. I just, like I said before, I love that he gets to, like, have all these people growing his stuff.
Hell yeah.
You can check with him and say, man, you know, like, see who's doing what with it. That's got to be rewarding as the geneticist.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
And I say, I got to give some shouts to, like, my people in Colombia. Like, we teach a lot of people how to grow, and a lot of people are very good and put their best in there. I say, my friend O stuff, like, he's doing wonderful. Like, he's just another person that, like, saw what I was doing, wanted some help, and gladly took that help. And no
People
pride.
that listen, yeah.
And people that
actually
listen, yeah, definitely.
appreciate the
That's like the
knowledge.
way I am. Like, if someone's doing something big, I'm gonna go ask them, how are you doing that? You You know, like, how are you getting that result? Like, what? And if they're doing something different, I'll just go change everything to that. I'm not going to be stubborn or stuck in my ways, you know. So I want to get better.
That's the only way to do it.
It's the only way.
So give me your top 5 dead or alive smoking session.
Smoking sessions?
Yes. No smoke. Like, so if you were to have a smoke session, who would be top 5 dead or alive in it?
Man, that's tough. That's really tough. I mean, okay, yeah, it's easy. Like, I was thinking dead. I was freaking out. Like, oh my God, all these people. No, like, I would want to be, like, with the homies, St. Louis, 100%.
Okay.
Like, who do I genuinely love to be stoned around and talking to? Jay.
Okay.
He's the best storyteller. I mean, he'll tell you how it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Like, whatever he was doing, he'd let you know about it. You know, like, I love that. And, like, Captain Mo Green, Matthew Washhausen. Yeah. It's one of my, like, best homies right there. And if I forget someone, Jamie, just say it. We actually came up here and had pizza with Matt first.
Hell yeah.
One of the greatest cats I know, man. Super talented. Yep. He does all our art. Does, like, everybody's art, I think.
Yep.
So there's 3 people. Definitely Jamie has to be there because I love Jamie. Always with me. She's my ride or die babe. Who else, Jamie? Who would be the last person?
Mo River.
Mo River, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I say, like, if we had, like, room for somebody else, I'd have to have Fallen Feather in there too.
Okay.
And that'd be a perfect situation. I just, like, it's hard for me to think Columbia, think St. Louis, because when I come out here, I'm not usually with my homies from Columbia, and they have, like, migrated up here a couple times with me, and that's a bomb sesh, you know. But this is, man, the St. Louis community is something special, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely love you guys a whole lot.
Yeah. You already know.
Yes.
Got love for you and all the Como homies.
Yes, and I say, you know, like, so our extraction company, CTG Extractions, CoMoTent grow, CTG, you know, and that's my new venture. So I gave a lot of respect already to people that make hash, you know, Smallwood Farms. He's doing his thing. LT, man, I have a lot of respect for him.
Hell yeah.
He's another, like, opportunity.
Shout out.
He lets me do my thing, man. Like, he opens his doors to us and, you know, his tattoo shop, you know, Tattoo the Lou, St. Louis, you know, big props to, like, all these people who are doing their things, but still, like, allow people to come and do their things. Better Days, man. You know, Better Days allows us to do our thing. You know, we love to be with the community. We need to be with the community. So anywhere there's an event where we can be out here, we can teach. We know so many people get seeds from us and then, like, hit me up or they tag us. And I don't remember meeting this person a year ago, 6 months, and they got a full crop of Outlaw seeds growing. Yeah. It's like, goddamn, like, first time grower, like, you know, and we'll happily give, you know, we deal with Outlaw, but, like, I'm just going to, Jay, Outlaw Seeds, Tommy Outlaw, and Tree 14, Jay, the 2 best geneticists ever in my experience of growing. The 2 best. And then under that, like, I've learned to love Solfire and in-house genetics. Like, just really solid. And I haven't grown, like, Seed Junkie or anything. Like, I've been so hooked on my same strains for, like, 5 years that I haven't really ventured out.
We've been growing the same strains.
Yeah, consistently. Like, Jay's Mimosa is a staple of our whole life. And then Tommy's Outlaw's Red Orange Cake, that's, like, the other component. That's why we washed those together and made the Mimosa Punch Cake. And that right there, it's almost like this Cutie cakes. That's Jay's Cuties and
but
Tommy's
Mimosa
Red
takes
Orange.
the lead, for the flavor.
Yeah, that mimosa is special. That's actually his breeder cut.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice, like, it's
like
an old school, man. Like most mimosas are kind of like a fake orange. And then, like, Tree 14's mimosa is like biting into an orange and it, like, the juice and the rind, everything in your mouth. Like, yeah, awesome. Very good. I wish I had some flour tonight.
Oh no, it's all good.
Like, I got some stuff hanging, and I'm just like, we've been making hash. Like, we've been, like, addicted to washing everything. And then, you know, and then, like, seeing other clients wash. Like, when I get the call, Fallen Feathers Farms, Mo River, they want to do a wash, I'm like, boom, because I know it's gonna be something special. Hell yeah. You know, and that's like, and then there's other clients that come through, and I do washes. I'm just, like, really pleasantly surprised. Like, wow. These guys are getting some great results. And again,
your whole grow changes too with making the hash.
It does. It does. When you're, like, centered around hash, like, you change. Like, you're now growing for like different reasons, different numbers. You know, you want different structures. Like before, you might have wanted like those big giant colas. Like I had like Monster Kush, like 60-gram colas, like 2 feet long. But it's not practical with hash. You want that more exotic, like lots of popcorn-sized buds, like all the same size, shitloads of them. RKO1, that's like RKO's solid.
Nova.
Nova 77, yeah.
Insane.
Again, let's two more 214. I'm sure you've heard of them. You know, like RKO. We got our RKO from Dreaded Cultivation. Big shout to those ladies. They're awesome too. Big shout to my dude Huffy, Michael Huff. Like that's just one of the most solid dudes out. He lives in like Lee Summit, I think. But this guy's like a hash judge, man. Like he knows his hash, and like and he's one of those guys who would tell me if my stuff wasn't on par or legit, you know.
Yes.
So big respect to him, and big thank you to him too for everything he does. But again, it's like I like you don't see me much, man. But when you do see me, I'm with people who support me, and that's why I'm there. And then the other half of my time, I'm with people that are wanting to learn or eager to learn like what I have, the knowledge I have, because I'm only going to teach you what I know, and at the other end of that, I'm talking to people who are teaching me stuff. So like we're all like trying to learn and trying to do our thing. Hopefully, you know, I have no other intention.
Facts.
That's it. Like this is what I do. And that's it. Like I'm not trying to get rich. I probably would never be rich in my life. But I'm happy to do what I love to be doing, and I hope to die still doing what I love to be doing. That's it. That is 100% success in my book. Doing what you love every single day. And then like having like to find someone like my wife that I love to do the same thing with every day. You know, and she is also amazing. Jamie's Cakes. I hadn't even plugged Jamie's Cakes yet. Jamie's Cakes is amazing. Donovan got some lemon zest bars. Some beautiful ATF lemon zest bars there.
Hell yeah, these ones look fire too.
Yeah, this is good, man. She's
Very popular in St. Louis.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The lemon zest bar, like #1 requested edible.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure.
I want you to try that. Yeah, see what you think. She made those fresh today. Oh man, she made those fresh for Jay's dad. I gotta say it. A great guy. I love Pops, man. Great dude.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Pops.
Yeah,
show.
Pops is just one of the most positive guys, man. The session wouldn't be the same if I didn't see him, man.
No, that's right.
He's always running from Jay, like, man, let me do that. Then Jay comes by 10 minutes later. You let my dad do a dab? Oh my God. You know, you get in trouble, man. It's like definitely a role reversal, but two of the best guys I know right there.
Well, I got it.
Yeah. Jamie's packaging, she locks them up.
You gotta put it all on the inside of the box, yeah.
How's that?
Oh, you mean inside here? Got you.
Yes.
Man, I would just
Yeah,
put
I
it
was
on
dealing
the
with
floor.
that today.
I have no patience like for that. No, yo.
That's fire, yo.
Thank
Fresh
you.
lemon, lemon juice.
She works hard,
does.
man. Yeah, like her lemonade's amazing. Like, to see this woman run Sam's Club and buy like 300 lemons, and like that's my whole life for like 3 days while she's pressing all these lemons, getting all this juice.
Yeah, those
making
take
her-
some time, but they're
like,
really good.
Every bottle has like 2 fresh lemons, I think is what the average was. So, and again, it's like that pride she takes.
Quality and
You can-
consistency
yeah.
is what we strive for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you're awesome, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah. We should do another dab.
Yeah,
Like
hell
you
yeah.
said. Hell yeah.
I'm with it.
Let's do it.
Shit. Nah. You mind grabbing a paper towel for this? Clean this off.
You take a little break real quick?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
The terp slurpers are nice, huh?
Oh yeah. Homie had got that for me. Oh, shit, I was scared to say. This cake is good.
Thank you. Yeah, Jay's dad, like every time I see him, he's like, "You got my lemon cakes." My oatmeal cream pies are really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to make some new stuff. Gotta get my recipes down though, you know.
So are you going off of any standard recipes and just kind of modifying? Or?
I use Pinterest. I kind of pick what has the best reviews and I roll with it. Like, yeah. And like, you know, if I could perfect them, like I make hundreds of like my main stuff. Like I marinate chocolate chip cookies. They taste like Twix after like 3 days of marinating. They're really good. Yeah, I'm ready to make a new brownie. I don't know. I really want to make like small cake. Gotta get into the decorating again. Or?
So,
Hell yeah. Let's go.
are we doing? You want to do Puffco or Rig? You can just do Puffco. Keep it
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I got it right here.
You said which one is this one right here?
Banana clips. Let's do banana clips.
Yeah.
We did the cutie cakes. That one's like a sativa hybrid. It's nice.
Okay.
This one's a little more on the hybrid side, like a little less like talky, just kind of slower.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, hand me that.
Which one? This.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to talk. That's right. There's audio.
Oh
yeah. She's setting this up real quick. Shout out Jamie for hooking us up.
Yeah, thank you.
Smells fire.
Jamie's
Hell
cakes. Be like Mike Jones in here. Jamie's cakes. Jamie's cakes. Jamie's cakes.
Who?
For real, man. No, she's awesome.
Oh no, that's what. My bad.
Yeah, what? Yeah, exactly. What? Well, Mike Jones is a little different. Man. I was back in the day. I was like when Paul Wall was better.
So, you over here doing high education over here, high English.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I started.
You did? Okay, cool. So little banana clips here, Solfire. It's a good one. So it's like the bust down, but like a banana influence on it.
Funky
Shit.
banana.
Real rich, real clean.
Yeah. All right. While we sitting up here vibing with this real quick, I got a good question. So, what do you do outside of smoking? Like, what you got any hobbies? What's
Yes.
up?
Okay. Yeah. No, that is a good question. All right. Let me hit this down. Yeah. Puffco Proxy, man. That's been my go-to.
Yeah.
You like two kinds of people in this world. You got like the E hash smokers and then the rig people. And like usually there's no in between.
Yeah.
Like the rig guy's bringing that rig in that like hard protector pack with his torch and like his flamethrower backpack,
Culture, yeah.
And then the Puffco guy is doing the same thing. He has a little Puffco case and his charger. Like I'm the Puffco guy. It's just too easy. Like and I can be at shows and like share like to heat that thing up.
I like the process. That's the thing with rigs. Like, I don't know.
It's like smoking a joint. It's like nostalgic.
Yeah, I smoke J's.
To like do that process is like the nostalgia of lighting up a J or just a nice cone, like something good, real good smoke.
You already know, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That shit hit.
And then thank you. That's like beautiful. Banana clips is great, man. But like hitting the rig though, like different.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a different high. Man, like
put you down.
you like want to pass out for a second,
Yeah.
sweating,
Coughing, crying.
Yeah, coughing, crying.
I love it though, cause once you get past that,
Yes, then and
like
it takes
the most
like
relaxing
4
high,
like
yeah.
Puffco dabs to do that. So
yeah.
but no, so yeah. What was the question?
Oh yeah, hobbies.
Oh, hobbies. Yeah, so
Ooh, you almost
we
had it.
love our dogs, Dobermans. We love our Dobermans. Jamie's gonna sneeze. Bless you, Jamie.
Thank you.
With a pocket full of money.
Yeah, edit that out. So we love our Dobermans, man. We have our male Cerberus, our female Akira. We're gonna be breeding them pretty soon. Like I've always had Dobermans. I love Dobermans as security dogs, and probably the most annoying dog breed because
High
they are your
energy.
personal security all day long. They are right there with you, like they have
Under
to-
your feet, yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
then I love like my I have some beautiful kids, man. I love my son, my daughters, Daisy, my daughter, Daisy, Lily, Kai. Like I have three adult beautiful girls, and my son is 13. He loves RC cars.
That's
so
what's
we
up.
love the RC like Traxxas. Like it's a hobby that we like can bond over.
Hell yeah.
Like I can be my age, he can be his age, but I can pay him to fix my car to upgrade.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fun,
hard.
like, yeah, Dad does something he likes.
Yeah, and
My
teaching
son-
them mechanics at an early
yeah,
age too.
I can't get him to learn how to grow.
Yeah.
I can't get him to even want to even come in my grow room. I'll be in there in a hash lab making like a huge like whatever, and then he comes in. The lab door opens. Little motor car drives in about the size of a dollar bill. He drives around. I say, "You want to come watch how this press goes?" Nope. He drives on out, shuts the door. Like he has no desire.
Yeah.
None. Like, I even gave him a little house plant like as a present when he was just to see what he could do, what the sensei's son would do. That plant was dead like next week, man. Like, but it's cool, man. Like my daughter Daisy, she's wonderful. I love Daisy because she like will come watch my girl. Like when I go to California,
Okay.
go visit my dad or go, visit my mom in Texas. Daisy comes and like brings her dog. She stays at my house, and she's great. I think one day she might.
I was gonna say that's the one. Then. Hey.
Because I understand like that wanting to pass your knowledge down. Like my wife is here, and I'm so hard on my wife. I always have been like teaching her everything I know because there's a stress. Like to be self-sufficient has always been my goal, and And that is absolutely 100% the truth. To work for another human being, I don't feel is right.
Right.
I feel that's like next to the government or something. Like, I don't like someone telling me when I can go pee, or someone that I have to raise my hand to, like, no, I don't like, I don't do well at jobs, like conventional jobs.
Yeah.
Like, my last job was at a major mortgage company. I'm pre-med, man. I have like 4 years of college under my belt. I went to Mo Valley. I played football out there. Like,
Okay.
I broke my back early in the preseason, and that's like how like my pain, my individual like spine and neck break like that started my ride.
Okay.
Of like pain pills and addiction and like how to come out of that like 10, 15 years later and what it took. And this is a really important part. Like Jamie touched on something like when I quit smoking weed. So like when I came back from California, I said I got off the Greyhound bus, right? Put the bags down. I had that little bit of bud. I don't even know what strain it was. It was really good. It almost got me kicked out. And then, so now I'm like soul searching. Like, this got me like, all this, trouble in my life. It's almost got me kicked out of my Airbnb. I was like now becoming to be like a scared, closed mind again. Mm-hmm. Like the controlled individuals that go to work every day. No disrespect for anybody that does a good job at what they do. But like, I think too much of society are like lemmings. Remember those little characters that just walked around off the cliffs?
Yep.
Like, I don't know, like I went back into that mode of like putting my passion aside to stop and think, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I look in this bottle and I quit smoking weed. That was the worst thing I ever did. That was the worst. Like the whole room's quiet. They're looking at me like, this is too terp. Did you quit smoking? Yeah, I quit smoking weed.
Nah, I mean, I tried it one time and we found out the results live on there. So never doing that again.
What happened? I just got to ask.
Oh, I passed out.
After how, like 5 minutes of quitting or like 5 days?
Oh, no, it was like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so you like got it out of your system.
Yeah.
Like all my hair fell out.
Damn.
I'm not gonna bullshit.
Because you were stressed?
I was so fucking stressed. Like so we came back. Thank you, Jamie's mom. She's such an angel.
Shout out.
I love Sherry so much. She let us live in her trailer, back bedroom, wooden floor. Like, hadn't even got a floor yet. It's like wood floor. You know how a trailer is, right?
Yeah.
Like a single wide like trailer, right? But thank you, because I had nowhere to live. I was in the hotel room after I came back from California. Like, where am I gonna live? And I just wanted to be with my girlfriend. Like, I loved her. I wanted to be with her. So we lived with mom for a little bit, and then we got the little $500 a month little place in Columbus. This place was like in the hood, like 2 bedrooms, 1 drawer in the kitchen, like nothing. Where it was just like ridiculous, But I had 2 rooms. I slept in one, and I damn well got a grow tent and started like doing my grow in the other one. And then we had to move out. We went out to Jenny Hill.
Then we started CoMoTent Grow there.
Yeah, we like doubled our space. Yeah. And then we started CoMoTent Grow because like I couldn't afford bud. I could not afford to keep going to the guy on the corner and giving him the percent of my paycheck that like I made nothing. Like when you're thinking about like living off of like $400 a week,
like
going to an hourly job, like they don't leave you much money to have a life at all. So, like, unless you have a something hustle or doing something on the side, you're not going to have anything. Exactly. So we started CoMoTent Grow, and, like, I didn't have to buy weed anymore. That's it. And, like, it was a struggle, man. Like, starting that up, like, I was going to the weed man and buying, like, an ounce of weed for, like, $2.50, whatever he was charging. Mm-hmm. And then I was, like, had an agreement with him where I would make him, like, 30 edible cookies from that ounce, and then I would like make like 6 cookies off the top. Like that's how and I was fucking trucking out boxes, like full ass moving boxes with like lined in aluminum foil, stacked with cookies, tiered with cardboard, stacked with like boom bada boom bada boom, like all rolled up, like all wrapped up in cellophane, like 100-gram cookies. He was trucking these out. He was going to Tennessee like once a month, whatever. He's a good dude, man. He was my homie at the time. Like, it's what we did. I mean, no love for nobody. Like, where my time in my life, I needed bud, and that's who I went to. If I didn't have money, did he show me love? Maybe not. But, he was there when I had it. So thank you, know. And then it's like, that's when we really started getting good at the edibles. And Jamie started getting good at, like, let's Pinterest. I found this recipe, But that tenacious, like, let's do this. Like, that's my person in my corner right there. Yeah. When I have like a grow issue or a grow problem, I don't have a wife that doesn't want to hear about it. She's like, tell me about it. Mm-hmm. She was like, just cry on my shoulder. Like let me see. She's like passionate about everything. Yeah, like let me see. Like, like this is what we do. And then she looks at me like I'm awesome, and I love that.
What's your favorite part of the growing process?
I love harvest time, really. I love transplanting. I love trimming the bud and the edibles.
No, every time you talk, it goes, it's crazy. I don't know, it doesn't like you.
I love it all, really.
Jamie is the best learner I've ever, like, she is just, like, she learns.
Watching the bud change, you know, like, it just starts from a small little bud and then it grows into something beautiful. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Really?
It's amazing to see a room in, like, week 1 of flower and then see it in week 8.
And then make it better and better every time, you know?
Yeah, and then to, like, dial and to know what it takes to make it better and better. And that's why I say, like, Jamie reminded me on break, like, some things I say to her that get her, like, the percent thing. I say, like, plants need this percent of this percent of this. Like, you had a pie graph that was 100%. They need, like, 50% light. They need 20% CO2. They need this. Like, however that breaks
Nutrients,
down, they
water,
have to have
like,
all these components to have an optimal environment to thrive. And if they don't have that, they're not going to grow. It's like if Arnold Schwarzenegger ate fish sticks and peas all his life.
Yeah.
And he didn't start eating supplements and eating 12 meals a day of healthy whatever. Like, would he have, steroids, right? That helped. So do our nutrients that we, like, give our plants. But the foundation is there. The white chip element.
And then cloning a plant, too, it's really awesome.
You're just the best. She's down to do anything at any time. Like, if it's like 2 a.m, I'm like, let's go take cuts, or like, she's down and she's got her little gloves on. She's ready. Like, Jamie's the best. Like, without her support, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing. Because any other woman would be like, you going to be wrapping this weed thing up anytime soon? Or like, because this is 100% of my life, 100% of my attention. It's all I do. It's all I talk about. And in the off moments, I'm like with my son, driving RC cars or with my dogs playing. But other than that, it's talking about weed. It's growing weed. It's talking about how I can do something better, answering my friends, asking my friends. Like, this is all I do, man. That's all Jamie does. That's all we do.
But the plant never dies because you're always taking the clones, like it's like life and people,
I'm going to plug our website, too, CoMoTentGrow.com. Like, if you want to start growing, like, this is, like, it's a venture you want to get into on whatever level. If you have a little 4-foot tent in your spare room, or if you want to start a whole grow, like we meet your legal limit or whatever your desire is, you can go to CoMoTent Grow. CoMoTentGrow. Como, like Columbia, Missouri. A lot of people don't know that. Como is Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah. Like
our lemonade is the Bokomo Breezer. That's Boone County, Missouri, Bokomo. I think if you're not from Columbia, you don't know what Bokomo is. But CoMoTent Grow, that's what we do. We started growing in a tent, and we love it. And I say now we're in the hash game. That's fun. I wouldn't even say it's aggressive. Like, it's aggressive to do better. Like, that's the only aggression in this game is to be better.
Hell yeah.
Because I have a high standard. Like, I have peer pressure. Like, I'm meeting their contracts and their, like, video contracts that we have. Like, we have to go through these steps, and they will email me and say, Corey, we can't use this footage because you got bubbles all in your hash. And I'm like, what? What's that mean? They're like, your pre-press process, you're not using the vac seal technique. You're not getting the air. Like, wow. But the fact that they'll have their best tech message me and be like, this is what you need to do better, and then I redo it, and then they submit it to the, I just learned, like, thank you for that opportunity to tell me that I'm not doing,
exactly.
So just anything like that, or just like being around someone else who has amazing hash, and it's like, man, like, it's like a soda machine. Like, you expect all the soda and all the machine, like, no matter what flavor you get, you expect it to be bomb, right?
Yeah.
It's Coke, it's Dr. Pepper, it's Sprite,
Yeah.
it's whatever flavor, but it's all top notch. And that's, like, the way I see a lot of the hash people that I mentioned today. Like, they're all in that top tier of that machine.
Hell yeah.
You won't be disappointed with anybody's product.
Hell yeah.
And I'm saying just much love to those guys, and much love to those guys for just, like, the St. Louis community. Much love to, like, let us into your community and let us be shoulder to shoulder with you at your events in your city, and to be a part of that market with your patients. Like, St. Louis didn't have to allow us into this community. Like, they couldn't stop me, like, right, if I was invited, but they didn't have to be so inviting, so kind.
Yeah, very welcoming.
Yeah, like, when I check my messages and I got a message from, somebody so-and-so, and it's like, St. Louis, like, they just, like, they're so good out here.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have a great cannabis community. Like,
Like family.
I'm sure there's drama, too. Like, with any big scale, like, there's more problems and more. But from what I've experienced out here, I've never experienced any kind of, like, bullshit at all.
Yeah.
These people are focused.
Yeah. St. Louis is legit, but it's also like the whole Missouri. Like we got to come together and really show everybody. Like we one of the best states when it comes to cannabis. Period. Like
that's 100% true. That's 100% true, man. And that like reminds me like of how I feel about Colombia not being like that. Like Colombia is not. It's a little more standoffish. It's just like there's like the free market is not there.
College town too. Yeah.
It is a college town.
Yeah, like we're talking about,
everybody's doing college.
Yeah, true. And there's a lot of dispensaries in Colombia. I mean, I've been to one dispensary, when they first opened. Like just to say, I went to a Missouri dispo. Man, I was disappointed.
yeah.
Man, I was so disappointed. I paid like $60 for this eighth. Like said and done with taxes in a paper bag, 60 bones. It's like a lot of like too much money for an eighth. What was it? It was called like.
I have a photo. It's so bad.
Oh my god!
Like
You was just showing me. It looked like little, like tiny little pebbles, like fruity pebbles, like little like morsels.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even. Gross.
We won't go to the dispensary ever.
The bud that I get, like the bud that I have, or the bud that I get, is so beautiful. Like I can sit and look at Fallen Feather's bud like all day.
Hell yeah.
And just like wow, you know. So yeah, I mean. That's it, man. I like rags to riches, 100%. Like nothing to having something that I'm extremely proud of.
Hell yeah.
And I will put my life out. Like this is what I do, you know. And if you want to learn how to do it, man, go to CoMoTentGrow.com. Just because, like, there's nothing there that gets me paid. It's just that website is designed for any new grower to scroll from top to bottom. Every question that you have as a new grower should be answered on that website. And thank you to my web designer, Brandon Mushlin. He's very awesome. He probably never listened to this, but he's wonderful. Very talented. But I say, like, as you're scrolling through that, it talks to you about, like seeds or your mediums or, like, your environment or what you might need. And then, like, everywhere you might have a question, there's a little push button, like, ask a question. And that goes right to my Google. And then don't ask me for, like, product because I don't have any of that available. You know, this is my learning. Like, this is what I do. This is my business that's registered with the state of Missouri. Like, we are ag consultants. We teach people. And as those people get good, they're bringing me fire-ass bud to wash.
Hell yeah.
And then CTG is now getting that business to wash that for that hash.
Hell yeah.
So like I said, when that phone lights up and it's a big grower that knows what they're doing, yeah, let's wash. And if I taught them how to grow, that's awesome.
Shout out to our investor, too.
Yeah, big shout to my investor. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have even done any of this, and I won't even say his name, but no, thank you to him and his father for everything and just for taking a chance with us. We helped the guy out severely. Like, I met this guy at the grocery store. I'm going to keep this story short. I don't know how much time I even have, man, but I met this guy at the grocery store, and he was in there buying, like, pots or whatever. He was wanting to start growing. Like, he was wanting to, you know, obviously, like, I'm arrogant. I'm in there. I'm buying everything because I'm here every fucking day, and I hate this store. And it's like, it cost me an arm and a leg. You know, like, different attitude to the guy who's buying his first pots. You know? So this guy, like, said to me, like, something like, hey, how you doing, whatever. And, like, I turned and looked at him, talked to him, and he, like, was so robotic. He was in so much pain, this guy. Like, looked like he was in a neck brace. Like, he turned his head, like, how you doing there? Like, he was old, like, fucking old, like, legit old, man. Like in pain. When I say robotic, old, I mean, like, he was robotic. He was in pain. But anyway, like, I introduced this guy to my pain salve, that Thunderfuck that Chris Parker loves, man, that beautiful Landers, man, that's in our pain salve. That's like one of our, that's in your lemon bars that you're eating. That Thunderfuck is something special. Man.
Okay.
So that pain salve, incredibly strong. So he started with that, and then he, like, had the edibles, and he was doing combinations of both. And then he's growing. Then he's got a full tent, full room, and he's banging out plants, like, because he did it exactly how I said. He bought the same light, the same CO2 machine, like, everything. And then he's getting results because he's using the nutrients that I told him, and he's mixing them the same way I told him. So these guys that, like, don't get those results, you can tell them and you tell them and you tell them and you tell them, but they're, like, probably not going to go do it your way.
Exactly.
They're going to keep doing it their way.
Yeah.
And it's like, that sucks. Like, if someone's legit, like, consistently doing something, they're probably doing it right.
Well, and there's, of course, the experience. Like, you're not going to be as good at, like, right off, you know. But.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I hate when somebody comes up to me and they're like, yeah, I'm probably going to start growing my own weed real soon, bro. Like, you know, must be not. Yeah, good luck, you know. Hit me up in 5 years when you might be getting good. Like, there is a foundation of knowledge that has to be accumulated, especially if you've never grown.
Exactly.
Like, if someone, like, has a green thumb and, like, grandma walks into this, she probably will do it, like I said, because you have a general understanding. And then you can start there and start learning. When you've never grown or made something live before, it's like, wow.
You're overeager, you know, like
Yeah, and you're like,
much.
there's a lot of mistakes that can be made. But I have respect for anyone who starts. Like, you can't start unless you start. And you can't criticize anybody, you know, if you ain't even doing it.
Hell yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I work with a lot of talented people that are really, truly trying and just awesome. And I know that most of those cats that I work with are going to be successful, you know. At least see their first harvest and decide if they want to keep going. But anyway, man, this guy, man, he is growing. He's on my products, man. He doesn't even smoke.
Off pain pills, like was taking so many.
He was taking so many pain pills, man. And
just
then
like loving life now.
He went to the doctor, like, it's gonna hurt some feelings. He's like, I don't want the pain pills anymore. He like gave back all his scripts. Like, he said, I found what I want. But like, you see him today, he comes over, he moves, he's articulate. Like his
not even using the salve.
He's like a 30-year-old guy now. And he's just so good. I think like main thing was he stopped the pain pills. Every day he was so doped up, he was like hurting himself, re-injuring himself, like overdoing. And then when he was off those, he was able to just kind of feel his body and learn. And he's just good, man. Like, I really respect him. But anyway, his son saw what I had done for his dad, and he lent me a significant amount of money to get my press and get everything. Like, I would have ultimately got this stuff, but it would have took me like 2-3 years to get my room. Like, he said, you got something special. Can you make this happen?
He believed in us.
I said, yeah, I can make this happen. And he made it happen for me, you know, like, without him, man, I wouldn't be in the rosin game right now.
Hell yeah.
So much respect and much thanks for my homie.
Hell yeah.
You know, great dude. I don't know if he'll ever listen to this, but, you know, he appreciates me. I appreciate him. I'll always be there for him.
Hell yeah. Shit. Damn near on
Having
that.
somebody to believe in you, that's a big deal.
Shit.
You know?
Hey, Too T3rpd is looking for somebody to believe in us, all right? That's all I got to say. Come and fuck with us, all right? We got some shit going.
I believe in you, man. I just believe, you know, thank you for what you do, Donovan. Thank you for, like, giving the home grower or somebody who might not have a platform a space just to talk for a minute.
For sure.
I know, like, coming in here, this was my worst nightmare. I was so uncomfortable. Like, I was literally muttering to myself, like, comfortability is the killer of dreams. I was like telling myself to pump myself up, and I'm in here like in a cold sweat. Like, I can't believe I'm in here with people. But now I feel good, man. Like, we're vibing. This was a nice session. It was really good. And I just want to say, like, thank you, St. Louis.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, 314. Mo love, man. Hashtag Mo love.
Hell yeah.
All day long. Thank you, Outlaw Seeds. You know, thank you to the people that believed in us. Thank you to our investors, and thank you to just all the public that comes through and has the big smile on their face, or just like tags us in a story and shows our jar. Hi, like, you know, like to open up your head stash and just have my jar in there. That's an honor, and I thank you for that. That's a big deal. Yeah, it's very validating.
Yeah, let them know them socials.
Yeah. So CoMoTent Grow on Instagram at CoMoTent Grow. I think that's our only social. Is that CoMoTent Grow? Some of that might roll over to Facebook. Facebook's for old people. I don't know. Oh yeah, CTG at CTG at Jamie's Cakes. Like, you know, I do my best with my social media. You know, I try to I show the whole process. Okay, that's like what I'm notorious for. Like, I don't hide anything. I want you to know what you're getting from seed to harvest to salt. Like, whatever the situation is, like, there's no wondering what that might be or why that kind of sparkles a little bit differently, or you know what that is because you watch me make it.
That's right. You got that fire, and I'm
proud of it. And like, and if I didn't think it was optimal, I wouldn't be showing it like I do, because I don't like criticism. I don't want people to be like, oh, that looks like shit. But you can't say that about my stuff, because it doesn't. Like, you know, you have the best genetics in the world in front of you, and you have the best equipment and a knowledge. What are you gonna? It's like a recipe, right? Yep. Success. That's all it is.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of people, their mistake is not having good genetics.
Yeah, that's a big.
They're buying like Blimburn seeds or John Redbeard, whatever. And it's like, that's not good genetics. Like, you have to start with a good genetic, a good product. In St. Louis, you guys have a gold mine out here.
Our garden's full of True 14, Outlaw.
It's been with for years. Like, I couldn't imagine not running True 14. Yeah. Like, if I lost Mimosa or ATF, I'd cry. And those two actually blended makes the white pony. So the white pony is really special. So, yeah. But yeah, man, I think I'm rambling now. So, no, you can talk about this, man. I talk about this all day. So, yeah. Thanks, Donovan.
You good, bro? None of them socials, big dog.
Well, you could always find me lurking on the IG. Well, not for the moment, but you could find me at T3rpd.
Oh, you said your socials not
working? Did you really forget your password?
really did. I don't know what the hell.
You didn't have like the iPhone and backup thing to help you?
I
Like,
switched phones.
oh, that's so
and I
bad.
did not
Yeah.
back
And if you have like
anything
4 different
The number,
Instagrams, you
it's
got a
different.
good
up.
line.
Yeah, all my burner
I'm
accounts.
so sorry, dude. It's like forgetting your iPhone password. Like you can't buy any apps anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah,
Clash of
man, that'd
Clans
be,
just got an upgrade. I can't buy it.
that'd be that sick shit.
Yeah.
But for real though, I want to thank you two again for coming
Thank
on.
you. Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate
having us.
this. This is amazing. When the people found out y'all was coming on, hey, they was hitting me up.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah,
It's
thank you. To
definitely
everybody.
highly-
We appreciate St. Louis.
So hell yeah,
Yeah, thank you, Donovan. Man.
highly anticipated one. So
Yes.
definitely gonna get this one out ASAP.
You guys are the best, man.
Hell yeah, but y'all already know y'all can follow Too T3rpd on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit up that Patreon. Make sure you hit up that hotline with the voicemails and text 314-399-9711. And don't forget to follow me, Donovan2408, on all social media platforms. Bow! Look at me. Hey, it's almost like I'm a natural at this almost.
No, that's very good, man. Like very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I plug one more thing if y'all still even listening at the end of this. Check out January 20th. Come to the Improv Shop. Check me out. I got 2 shows. One's already sold out, but come and check out that 10 p.m. show with my crew, Chicken Coup. We about to put on a hot one for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know when I'll actually see you next, but
Yeah.
we'll be at Better Days on the 20th.
Okay.
Just doing a little sesh out there, and you know, we'll always be where the congregation is, man.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, wherever that legacy crowd is, man, that's where you'll find us.
Yeah.
For sure. But I look forward to seeing you somewhere else. Donovan. Thanks
Oh,
for
yeah.
coming. and
I'm in the
saying hello to
comedy
me.
game, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you. Yeah. Thanks again.
All
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hell yeah. Y'all already know it's been another episode of the Too T3rpd Podcast, and we will see y'all next time. Peace.
That's a remix.
It's 2
Terp.
And I think the second half of that, I like